Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short, little unboxing video to share with you guys. I have no idea who sent this. Maybe it is just Forever Steel who sent it, but the box is so much different from what I typically receive. Of course, today's video is just an unboxing and first impressions, not a review, which would be impossible because I don't know what's in the box here. So anyways, we're going to share the surprise and the mystery together. Thanks to whoever sent this. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. Okay, this is obviously something different. Original design, quality, performance, make the best EDC. You guys got to change this. You guys got to change that. Listen, Forever Steel makes really nice knives. You can't word it like this, okay? Original design, quality, performance. You can say we make the best EDC. It's kind of bland, right? Suggestions in the comments for how to rewrite this, okay? Original design, quality, performance. Rest assured, you're receiving the highest quality EDC or what, something like that, right? You can't say make the best EDC because it implies that we as the consumer are supposed to make it. Like original design, quality, performance, and then it's almost a demand. Make the best EDC. It's like, whoa, geez. Okay. Yeah, you guys got to change that. Okay. I do like this. We got the topographical. We got some kind of special vinyl something pouch. You got the cool box. Here's a thing. If you're watching on TV and scan that, I have no idea where that's going to take you. I'll have the appropriate links in the description. What do we have? Oh, it's this. It's this thing. Okay. I do remember I had a conversation on it was either TikTok or somewhere, I can't, maybe it was through the email, of them saying we want to send this. So yeah, this is wild and crazy. This is 100%. Before we get into people going, that's not practical, that's not practical. Yeah, good job. Good observation. Nobody else would have come to that conclusion had you not said it. This is definitely a premium item made with premium materials, but designed for the enthusiast. Not designed for people looking for a typical practical folding knife, right? Now, could you use it? Sure. But it's on purpose. It's not like they tripped and fell over and whoops, we didn't make a practical knife. I sure hope somebody can point that out to us. No. I don't know how people arrive at that conclusion. Boy, look at that blade. Okay, so I'm going to guess they want you to front flip it. Yeah, good Lord. So karambity ring here. You totally could. I mean, this is a frame lock, right? Oh my God, is it an integral? Yeah. Hold on here. We have a very interesting construction, but it technically does have, boy, this is wild. So this piece right here, could you put tritium in there? That's kind of sick. Garaged external stops, both in the open and closed position. Forever Steel. Okay. Could you use these to deploy it? Oh yeah, you totally can. Look at that blade. God. This looks like an anime weapon. Like, I mean, honestly, it looks like something that is from like an 80s high tech, or maybe cyberpunk, maybe cyberpunk 2077. What's the aesthetic here? What's the vibe? Can I say the word vibe the way that it's used today at 38? You can't say vibe, Metal Complex, you're 38. Well, they used to say it in a different way. Shut up. Okay, so, but yeah, that's what it reminds me of is Cyberpunk 2077. This is an integral. We have a separate piece of what I assume is titanium here. Really nice titanium pivot color, almost certainly a titanium pivot. You have the actual integral frame underneath these bolsters, right? They're separate pieces. So here's your frame lock and the rest of the frame. Not sure what this is for. Is it to hold in this inlay? How wild is this? completely over the top and unnecessary machining, but that's the territory that we are in. I love stuff like this, even if like the sort of karambit ring aesthetic is not my cup of tea. I just like seeing things that I haven't seen before. And I don't mean, oh, can we reverse flick it? There's a little notch over, there's a little Vero notch over there. Can we use that? Oh, now hold on, let's find it. There we go. Yeah, that does work. This is wacky. This is super wacky, man. This is the type of stuff that gets commonly or mistaken as, you know, like gas station cutlery. Now, if you know, in my opinion, I think it's still very, very easy to spot. Like even when it gets, obviously you have people who know, they know it's not gas station cutlery and they just say it because that's just sort of the knee-jerk reaction, right? It's kind of like when you're driving, you know, like people who've never been to the Midwest or anywhere that has cows, and then they see a group of cows and they go, cows! Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what happens there. Like, they can't help it. And then you have people who don't know, and then their brain just tells them anything that is rainbow colored is gas station, right? It doesn't matter if you're looking at Timascus or you're looking at simple titanium nitride, they don't know. But for a lot of the stuff that's like really over the top, like hyper tactical or tactical, right? A lot of times that stuff gets mistaken, and again, by people who don't really know any better. I feel like seeing something like this, I'm going to go, I very much doubt that that's a low quality item. Probably made in China, but not a low quality item. Could be made out of, you know, it would be one of those things where if I was looking at this right now, I don't know if that's aluminum, or that could be aluminum and D2, right? Or it could be titanium and M390. In this case, I believe almost certainly titanium and M390. Do they have the blade steel printed somewhere? I think I remember the listing here. So this must be, I guess it does say in-house. So this is like an in-house specialty, probably by the gentleman behind Forever Steel. So I believe this would be a Reich produced item, which does not surprise me with all of the technical lines and things like that. Love it or hate it, even though it's made in China, this is an expensive thing to create, and it's also a complicated thing to create. Is it comfortable to hold? Not, it's kind of like this area back here is a little weird. If I put my pinky in it, is it better? Not really. My thumb is searching for a place to grip. This is definitely form. Like form is taking function is taking a backseat to form, but not like out of the picture. It's still functional. It's just not absolutely ideal. This is a cool knife, though. The design reviewer in me loves that we have something wacky and weird and different, right? And then the reviewer who still has to take in the practical. It's kind of the same feeling that I get when I get like the next giant mega overbuilt thing from PMP or Midgard's Messer. It puts a smile on my face, but then again, I'm like, well, you have to point out, you have to make sure that people know that you're not actually assuming that it is going to be hyper functional in a regular like EDC setting, right? The knee-jerk educators, you know, like will jump all over you if you don't make that very clear. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't necessarily love the front flipper. I think the easiest way, once you find it, the easiest way to deploy it is reverse flicking it. Access to the lock bar is good. It's not very comfortable using these. I don't think these are designed to be used for deployment. They are specifically open and closed position stops. This is a pretty big knife. Let's go ahead and measure it. Your overall length here is coming in at almost, it's like just shy, 8.85 inches. Blade length is I'm going to say 3.8, and then your cutting edge is 3.75. Super weird. I'll have it linked in the description, and then, yeah, you'll get a full-length review after I learn more about it, but that's going to be it for today. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. If you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.